time, know that, hey, at this point, let me start seeing him as my father so that the honor can be seen. And the Bible said Miriam was struck with leprosy. And trust me, Moses went to beg God that, God, even though they spoke against me, but please forgive her. And God said no. And God told Moses that even if the father has spat on her, she would have been put aside for 7 days. So sometimes it doesn't matter the relationship you have with the man of God. Yes. That is what Reverend Riley said, that you have to be familiar before knowing the man of God. So in the case of being familiar with him, you can dishonor him by certain words that you say. You can dishonor him by certain reaction and certain attitude. He might forgive you, but in the spiritual realm, they don't forgive. And trust me, the Israelites were delayed for some period of days because of these two people. So what dishonor does is that it puts the whole congregation at a pace where they are not supposed to be. So if people are in a congregation dishonoring your man of God, you should rise up and fight against
So that means even if you, the person in question, is not dishonoring, when you see someone dishonoring the man, you should bring them to order.
Exactly, because spirits don't forgive.
Because spirit, as you see, when you allow the person to fester, it affects all of us.
Exactly.
Because when it comes, because the Bible makes us to understand that when Achan decided not to keep what was supposed to be given to the house of God, the whole Israel went to fight just a small city and they were defeated. So it's a corporate thing. So if I see you dishonoring and I can't say it, then I support it.
And I myself have also dishonored.
Yes, because I'm supporting you to dishonor. And so far as I support you to dishonor, then we are all dishonoring. But we must, you see, sometimes you see, if it is Kobe who is dishonoring, because Kobe is close to me, let me overlook it. Alright? But if it's Clement, because Clement doesn't flow nicely with me, if Clement is dishonoring, then I'll say, oh, you, but when it's Kobe, don't do that. No, we must not treat, when it comes to dishonor, we must treat everybody the same. If you are dishonoring, I must be frank to tell you, you are dishonoring. And this attitude, you see, when we come to that point, you realize that it gets to a point, then you who is trying to put the right things well, you are seen as the traitor.
Yes.
Because you are not towing our line. But when we all agree that this is where we want to honor our father, brother, we all, so when the person comes to me, I say what you did was wrong. When it comes to Kobe, what you did was wrong. When it goes to Pastor Clement, what you did was wrong. Next time will the person do that again? But when the person comes to me and I say you are wrong, when it comes to you were not wrong, you know what you were doing was right, then Clement will say, me cry there.
People don't have one mind. I was not watching,
I didn't know.
Exactly.
We don't have one mind in honoring. Then we can have it done. Because we can honor him in our giving, in our act, the way we act, the way we attend our services, the food on the table. You see, 1 Kings 9 gave those attributes that show that Solomon was with honor. But do we see it in our churches this day?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So and to add up, in number 16, there were two people in the Bible called Dathan and Abiram. And guess what? You see, Reverend said that once you honor a man, the time you come for his meetings are important. And some two don't show up at all. These two people messed up. And Moses called them. And listen to their response. They told the people Moses sent that, tell him he will not come. I hope you are following. Tell him he will not come. And by virtue of they not coming, showed dishonor to Moses. And later God has to deal with them. So sometimes you might say that, oh, this meeting is not important. Even if I don't come, it doesn't say anything. But by virtue of you not attending the meetings of a man you claim is your father, means you are dishonoring him. So how you come for meetings, the time you even come for the meetings, shows whether you honor the man or not. So these people said that we will not come. And we all knew what happened to them. So in these days, we have so many Dathan and Abiram's, but they don't know. Because they think that, okay, because their names are written in the Bible and it's not their names, they are not the people. But you see, once your leader calls for a meeting and you don't show up, you have a threat like this Dathan and Abiram. And at the end, you might end up just like how they ended. So honor is seen in number one, how you attend the meetings of a king. How you attend the meetings of the person you claim you honor. The time that you ask Reverend.
And tonight we are meeting him at
Exactly.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
So those of you watching and are planning to come, maybe around 10, that time, not please. It's a sign of what? Dishonor.
Exactly.
The time you report for his meetings. We are meeting him tonight at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. And before we continue the conversation, let me read some comments here. Tanti Autry says, wow. And Juliana Amposa says, if you are eating with the man of God, please don't be in a hurry to eat all. Nice, interesting. And Samodente says, thank you, Reverend Diggs. Wow. So keep your comments coming. We'll be reading them. If you have any contribution to make on the topic of honor, let us have it, and we shall be reading them.
The Bible says something. It said the honor of a king is in his people. Are you now getting? So if we honor our king, what do we do to honor him? Let me give you an example of some way of dishonoring the man. Your pastor is preaching. He gives a revelation. You look at him, and he will bring a guest pastor from somewhere. And what your pastor said, the man said the same thing,
or not even as
and not even as even detailed as your father even opened the revelation. Then you stand up, Daddy, revelation,
what are you trying to say?
Hey, so your father will ask, hey, media, what am I doing? Because he gave the same revelations. You were sitting in the church, and you couldn't even express a thoughtful argument. Daddy, and then you say, but this thing I've said before. Oh, but Daddy, the time you said it, I didn't hear.
Rev, it's just like, sorry to cut you. It's just like there are some people, their parents will take care of them right from their infant age to maybe when they get to their SHS. An uncle just comes from nowhere, pay their university fees, and they start honoring their uncle like
they forget their
parents haven't done anything. That's what Reverend is talking about.
Yeah. They looks like Charlie. On what revelations are one more. Fititini bogus. And you know, sometimes we also do it in such a way that so it will make your man of God ask, am I not teaching these people well?
Rev, so what about those who also don't publicly acknowledge their man of God, but they share other men of God? That one too, is it a sign of dishonor, or they are recognizing the grace of other people?
No, you see, nobody fights you when you appreciate the grace. Because the Bible even said that Jesus, when he was teaching the disciples, he said, you start from where? Your Jerusalem. Before you go to Judea, then you go to Samaria, then you go to the outermost part of the world. Right? Your Jerusalem. You didn't share your Jerusalem. But you have gone to outermost part of the world. And you are sharing the outermost part of the world. And that was the example I gave. Your mother sells wachi. You don't buy your mother's wachi. You pick a bowl, go to somebody's house, and go and pick somebody's wachi. And bring it to your mother's house.
And you wipe the plates clean in front
of
her.
You wipe and even lick your tongue in front of your mother. What are you telling your mother?
The wachi is nicer than hers.
Good. So if you are posting other people,
yes.
So when you get trouble, go to them.
People. Okay. Okay.
When there are issues, go to them. I remember gone those days, and that is why I'm saying, one of my mother, something like that, and I said, well, and your school fees time would draw. School fees. those days we were in the barracks. We used to go and play basketball across the street, prison's quarters. So sometimes when it's time for my mother to cook, and I know they will send me, then I'll jump the wall.
Hey.
Then I'll go and play basketball. First time she said it. Oh, I say, oh, next time I'll do it. Then the next time when I came, she said, say basketball now. Oh, babo. School fees time do swa. For basketball court, one because school fees never go to ya. You see, you see, you are saying your man of you are the same person who will stay somewhere and say that your man of God is not being celebrated everywhere. Who will make your man of God to be celebrated? It is you.
Yes.
All right. So to add up to what my bishop said, way back in SHS, I had some friends, and I love the fact that their father will visit them in school, will buy things, and then we even buy some for the teachers. So at the point I felt like, hey, how I wish this man is my father. And trust me, when I got closer to them, even though their father was buying them a lot of things, but they were not happy because the house that they were coming from, they didn't have that kind of parent, daughter or son relationship that I had. So until I got closer, I would have thought that, oh, I wish this is my father. So sometimes the reason why people do share other men of God, they think that they are saints. They are not close. They are not close because sometimes when you get close, you know that, hey, what my pastor is doing,
my own is even good.
My own is very good. So what I will entreat us is that, you see, we should honor our father by letting the world know publicly that this is my father. Because as Reverend said, you don't end up sharing other men of God's flyers and then videos, and at the end, when it's time for school fees, you come to the man of God for school fees. And who does that? So honor is seen in what my bishop rightly said, by sharing of flyers, letting the word. You see, the politicians, they wear MPP and NDC as their badge of honor. Last 4 years, one MPP supporter, sorry to say this, was electrocuted because he was trying to fix.
I remember MPP's that story on an electric
pole. Yes. And this person is that the president might not even go to the funeral of this person, but you see, they are willing to go to the extreme because they wear MPP color or NDC color as their badge of honor. So if you wear the man of God, if you see him as a man of honor, you will go to the extreme so that his anointing will be known in the world. Because once his anointing is known in the world, when the church becomes mega, it is the members that benefit, not the man of God. So honor will make the church grow, and when the church grow, there are certain things that are not prayer points. For example, me, I'm single. Let's say the church grows to, let's say, 2,000.
Okay, those who are watching, Pastor Clement says he's single. So
but I'm not ready to mingle, please.
Oh, okay.
I'm not ready to mingle. So you see, you can have choices to choose from, and that is not a benefit to the man of God. So when we honor, it helps the church to multiply and grow, and the benefit comes to the members. So why don't we honor the man of God? Why don't we exalt his anointing so that the world will get to know that we have a set man of God here, that the word will true and come and meet him?
How did Christianity, now we are over 13 billion in the world. But how many did Jesus start with? 12. If the 12 were not propagating what he did 2,000 or 2,000 something years ago, would we have had the 13 billion we have today? So you are waiting for somebody to come from outside and propagate and honor your man of God by propagating him, whilst you who are in the house, you say he's your father. You don't even have his picture on your DP. Nothing about him. You see, one of the things I always say is that there is something you cannot always take from me. It's soldier. Anything about military, police, you cannot take away from. And there cannot be a day I will say I can do without it. When it comes to bridge ministries also, ask yourself, can there be a day you can be without bridge ministries? You see, let me tell you, some of us even are not proud of our church.
Why do you say that, Rev?
Yes. Master, let me tell you, when the days we were going to school, Sometimes we went. One of the shoes I went to school with was some tourist. That tourist. Anytime I wear it, I feel good about myself. I don't mind what people were saying. Or those of us who were a bit bad and good in school. There were things we were doing. When people are saying it, we are proud of what we are doing. And we had people who were even propagating us. Me, because of those nonsense, my name was being propagated. And I was proud. And people are even proud to say that I come from their house. And when we go to other schools, you hear the students say, "For our cadet commander there is no cadet commander like him." Even when I completed school and they meet me in town, they tell me, "Charlie, so you agri cadet, this," because we were selling what we have. Some of us, when they ask us which school did we go to, we can't mention it because we are not proud of the school. But me, when you ask me my school I went to, I can tell you I am an Amosa, a proud Amosa.
Agree.
And I tell you, this school has shaped me. If you believe that bridge ministry or the father of the house as a factor in your well-being and has made you what you, whenever you are speaking about anything, the next thing you talk about my pastor or my church. But a lot of us are not able, people don't know if we go to church.
Hey, this issue, this matter.
They don't know if we belong to bridge ministry. An example was when the Gen Zs, is it Gen Zs?
Yeah, the Gen Zs.
Me, I don't know how to pronounce it. We're talking. They spoke about certain prophecies. Do you know some of us are not even proud to talk about it?
Oh.
But me, go and ask my school people. I said, my father, my pastor prophesied. Ditto.
The video crowd, they
gave
won't
percentage.
They won't share.
He gave percentage. He gave all this. That shows I am even proud. I'm sharing it on my Facebook. Every day I post it again. I want them to know that, you see, when even people were talking about other pastors who had prophesied, no pastor, I think even one of the pastors I realized who gave something percentage. Everybody said was Muhammad was going to. He was the only person who gave a percentage. Yeah. And if we trust, look at, let me not say it, but let me say it. Look at when Apostle Owusu Bempa was then with the MPP prophecy. You see how his church supported?
Yes.
Hey! When he was speaking against NDC, they were all of a sudden, when he went to prophesy that Muhammad will win, the same church.
So you ask yourself, in the church, are they MPP and NDC at the same time?
But look at us. Is that how we are honoring our father?
Because it's not their candidate that has been prophesied to me. Maybe that is the
I
reason.
know people who are in the church. They will be strong MPP because the church, I'm sure they will be strong MPP. So far as is their prophet who has prophesied, we are with our prophet. But some of us wouldn't even share it. But you see, when he becomes well with him, you see, the Bible says in Psalm 139, it says the oil flows from the head of Aaron down to the beard, down to his skirt. If your pastor doesn't get fame, how do you also get fame? Charlie bragging rights, it is only, I don't know about here, but look at even the Science and Maths quiz. When people win it, you see how they get bragging right.
Yes.
Because by now, we are bridge ministry now. Me, I go to bridge ministry. It's my pastor who prophesied that Muhammad will have this percentage, and Muhammad had that. It becomes a, but some of us we wouldn't even dare.
We won't even dare. But I dare to read some comments that have come here so far. Juliana Punza is enjoying the conversation. She said, "May God have mercy on me. I'll be at church 7:30 p.m. Oh, I don't want to dishonor my father." And another comment says from David, he says, "I pray God have mercy if we unconsciously dishonor our father in any form or shape." A comment says, "Reverend Dix is not relaxing for us, cry 2025 dear." No. Someone also says, "No school fees for you again if you dishonor our father." And then he said, "I'm proud of my church." Oh, I'm proud of my church. Richard Miles also said 2025 day. You dishonor a man of God. Pay. You cancel from all the benefits you are enjoying. People are enjoying the conversation. Please keep your comments coming, and we'll be reading.
Let's fix a fact here that you see, if you honor your man of God, and there are benefits that comes to him, you know, it's not him who gets the benefit too. It is you. The bragging right that people get from the science and math, is it the 4 students who go and sit behind the podium? You know how they sweat to sit there, but we behind, we didn't sweat, we didn't do anything. Yes. All we have won. It's my school. Then you beat your chest. But ask yourself, can you beat your chest? It's my church. That is my church. Because you are not proud of your church. And why are you not proud of your church? You are not proud of your church because there are things your man of God have asked you to do that you are not doing. So it doesn't make you proud, because if you are doing exactly what he has asked you to do, you'll be proud to invite your friends. Wow. Have you ever mentioned your church to your friends before?
It's a question.
Because you don't honor your church. Have you met a lighthouse person before? A minute. By the time they end their sentence, their bishop's name will appear. And Bishop Dark said, I wish you can come. Even if you are in a different church, they will want to convince you.
Because they are proud of their church.
They are proud of their father. They are proud of their bishop. They are proud of their church. But I don't know.
Reverend, on this note, I remember when our father sent us to Bawe to start Bacenta. So we were there with the lighthouse people. So
we fought
every morning. There have been times where we even fight over souls. One day, one of their pastors came to me, and I saw how this man was being nice. He was trying to, in a way, check and see whether I would join him to Lighthouse. And I said, no, these people are serious. Yes. Even though we are on assignment, but they still want to win you as part of their flock. So on campus like this, when I entered level 100, everybody in class knew that when it's Friday, I'm going for leadership training. So anytime they are planning an event, myself and a colleague of mine, Naomi, when it gets there, these people Friday, you will not get them. Because we made them understood that as for Friday and our leadership training, we cannot miss it for any other party. Because I don't know why you can't fix a party on Monday because you are coming to school. Why will you fix it on Friday where I'm also going to meet my father? So you should let people know where you belong. When people know where you belong, when they see how you honor the place you belong.
So it doesn't mean, so even if you don't prioritize your schedule in a way to favor meetings and instructions of your father, you are also
it's a sign of dishonor.
It's a sign of dishonor. No, that's why I was asking. You have a tight schedule today. If you receive a call from President Mahama that meets me at 12 o'clock, will you say you are President, I have a busy schedule today?
I am already there.
you know how to schedule yourself to be there.
Wow.
Me, when I was doing my professional course in the then IPS, now is UPSA, Tuesday, Thursday, you get me in lectures because they all know. So when the lecturer gets there, he say, "Where is this boy?" They say, "He's a pastor. He has gone to church." Are you getting it? They know Tuesday. By the last lecture, which ends at 4, the moment it ends, my family bag may call away. I don't mind what you say, and they all knew it. So sometimes, and you see, some of us, the reason why I say we don't honor is that when we get to set when in school when we were working, the moment we enter a place now, where do I software, you may be how to me yet. Straight away they will say, where do I software? When the people ask, sorry, Bridge Ministries, market.
They know you, they know where you belong. And
yes, I make them to understand. And it got to a point, some of my mates were coming for all night when we were in Mala. Because they realized that, Charlie, I won't. You see, I don't understand it when we can make excuses for certain things because we don't honor.
Rev, I want to ask you do you lose things when you decide to honor a man of God? Is it possible for
Yes.
you to lose things? And how does it affect your life?
Yes. You see, in everything you decide to do, there is something you must lose. Are you getting me? So in honoring, there is something you must lose. But the benefit is that you might gain something better than what you have lost. Do you understand me? Because an example is maybe do you know? Can I share it with you?
Flow. Yeah.
The subject I was missing every Tuesday, which was economics. I was one of the best students in economics.
You were missing it for what?
Church.
So on Tuesdays you were not going for class.
I was not going for the lecture.
And you were coming for church.
I was coming for church.
And that was the subject you did well.
I was one of the best students.
One of the best students. How?
How? Because
they taught you the economics when you came to church, or how?
No, I was not taught economics what I did was, when I missed that lecture, the next morning, I make time to go to my friends to help me regain what I lost. But when they are teaching me, it doesn't take long
for you to grab it.
I just grab the thing like that. Fast. It just works easily. And economics was one. And I was missing law. Law 2 was business law. Law 2 was my key. And those my mates who went to IPS with me can bear witness online. Some of them can come online.
Wow.
And every time the lecturer was asked, you this student, I don't see you in my class. But why? So he was looking for that particular.
How you were doing well while missing his class.
I'm not seeing you in the lectures.
Anna.
So you will lose. I was losing my lecture at then, but I was gaining some things that were making things easier for me, and I became one of the best students. So you might think you are losing something. You see, for every great cause, you have to lose something. So what you lose will let you. Okay, so I'm come to give you an example. Pastor Clement, you are holding the microphone. Hold the microphone and the phone. Don't put it down. You see, he can't. Still, he has to drop one before he can take this. So definitely, in honoring, you have to lose something.
Guys, you will lose something.
Yeah,
and I'm sure what you will gain will be far greater than
is it compared to what he's having
the
there?
iPad is big, it's expensive. Wow. Hey, if you saw me laughing earlier, it's because of the comments I saw. They say, "Honor my comments, please." I have to honor my comments, please. Your comment has been duly honored. Hey, Pastor Clement, do you lose friends in honoring your man of God?
You will lose friends. Definitely you will lose friends. And as Reverend rightly said, you see in 1 Kings chapter 19 verse 21, when Elisha decided to follow Elijah, the Bible said he burnt all his plowing equipment and even his yoke of oxen and then gave it out for people to eat before he started following Elijah. I'm not saying that go and burn your businesses and other things, but in actual sense, it means that you're going to lose some kinds of relationship to honor a man. Personally seated here, I believe there are times that my mates are going out for this particular party, get together, and on Fridays I can't be there. And anytime they go for such parties, that is where the bonding is created. You could see them together. But because I don't join them, even though I'm in the class, but we are not that close. I hope you are getting it. So honor will cost you some kind of relationship and friends. For instance, if I have a girlfriend and I have to go meet my father, and every day this girl talks about why is it that always you have to go and meet your pastor and go, I'm going to lose her. I don't know if you are getting it. So honor, when you decide to follow somebody with your heart, you will lose so many things. You lose relationships.
There's this conversation that has been going on Twitter for some time now, and I think you should touch on it, where this new generation is like anytime you try to honor your man of God, you are seen to be someone who has been should I say, brainwashed. You don't know why should you be honoring your man of God. Some of them say they don't understand why you have to call your man of God daddy.
Let me cut you short.
Stand up.
Let me cut you short. Let me cut you short. You see, if people make that statement, excuse me to say, sometimes I look at them and I ask myself, do they look at themselves before they are saying what they are saying? One, what they are doing now. Some call themselves bloggers. Some call themselves what? Some call themselves what? When they were born, they just became bloggers. Isn't someone who brainwashed them with blogging? Say that you can sit and write something about somebody and post it. Me cry, I did it this way. Okay, accountant. When he was born from his mother's womb, he was an accountant. You were brainwashed. You get a lecturer, come and stand there, credit the giver and debit the receiver.
So we've all been brainwashed.
We've all been brainwashed in a way. Even what they believing, you are believing that when you honor your pastor is brainwashing. You have been brainwashed.
Funny now, the person who made that comment, if you go and check his DP on Twitter, he had a picture of a certain big artist in Ghana. I don't know.
He has been brainwashed by the artist.
Don't want to mention.
And if you like, go and talk about the artist.
But if you put your pastor's picture on your list, they will say you are.
I said, go and talk about the artist. You see what he will do to you. When he was born from his mother's womb, did he know the artist? Or he was being brainwashed that this artist is the best artist when it comes to dance hall or when it comes to rap. And he has it in his mind that I have to carry this artist. And you know, it will shock you when he sees that artist, the way you even bow down and roll on the floor. And you are telling me you are not brainwashed.
Rev, this December, I was watching something on Facebook and I saw a lady crying because she's met her artist. Crying.
Yes.
I never thought I would meet this artist at this particular, and she was crying. And one thing we should know that the reason why the world out there is against us putting our men of God pictures on our DP, calling them daddies, that they fear the outcome of it. Because as I said earlier on, it is honor that makes our fathers powerful. And trust me, pastors now even more than parliamentarians, because day to day there are people who go to them that they have not eaten. I don't know what to do with my life. If I'm to tell you the number of people my pastor have taken
the influence
alone, you'll be surprised. So if the pastor goes this long mile in taking somebody, impacting on their life, and the person calls him daddy, what is your problem? So I don't know why the people out there are saying that we like magnifying our men of God. We should stop magnifying them and magnify who? The same way you are magnifying your artists. And trust me, the more you stream your artists on other streaming platforms, the more they get money.
Yes.
So if I also...
But when we share the link, they say why we share the link.
I don't get it.
No. Even it will shock you that person who have even put that artist on his DP. The artist has never given him 5 cedi before. He's not met him face to face before. I mean, I've met my man of God face to face. He's talked to me and I'm honoring. He's prayed for me and I'm honoring you. You see, the Bible says the honor of the king is in his people. You see, if we are our papa and our fathers will be revered, it comes from us. If you don't revere them, nobody. You see, Asante is not powerful because he's Asante. It's the people around him. They will make him powerful.
The people.
And you see, honor comes by persuasion. Paul said, "For I am fully persuaded, neither height nor depth, neither angels, neither this can turn me away from the love of Christ." If you are not persuaded, you cannot honor. Because like the guy is saying, brainwash. The moment he tell you brainwash now, you are not persuaded. You give up.
You give up.
You must be persuaded. And you see, it will cost you relationships. If you want to honor, it will cost you. Honor does not come. It's not an easy thing
at all.
It will cost you friends. It will cost you relationships.
Yes.
Wow.
And you can't just say, you see, sometimes when we say honor, we just see it as one of the normal things. It's not normal like that, But if you see the price you pay to honor a person, you won't joke with that honor.
Wow.
Do you remember the first time maybe you shook a president? How you felt? That good. But the first time you shook your man, you felt that good. After some time, what has happened to it? Familiarity has set in. But for you to continue, you must be fully persuaded.
Fully persuaded. Fully persuaded. So, as we are entering into 2025, and we are entering 2025 on a grand style because we will be entering the golden jubilee of our father, Reverend F.D. Yalley. It's been 50 years of impact, 50 years of inspiration, 50 years of building, repairing, restoring. It's been 50 years of incredible things he's done in ministry and in raising people all over the world. As we are wrapping up this conversation on Anna, what should people watching us do to show that they really indeed honor our man of God, honor our father? What are some of the things we can do to let the world know that indeed we have a father that is the best father in the world? I'll start with you, Pastor Clement.
All right, thank you very much. Honor is not only seen in words, honor is also seen in gifts. You see, when you honor a man, you don't only honor him with your words, you also honor him with your substance. So in as much as we want you to give good comments, we want you to represent the church very well at any point, the honor should also increase, or should also graduate from just mere words in giving gifts. So what I would tell anybody out there, especially sons and daughters, is that as we are marking the 50th birthday of our father, don't come empty-handed, because the wise men that visited Jesus went with gold and other substances. So you too, when you are going to meet your man of God, we shouldn't come alone on that 50th anniversary. Writing a birthday message is not enough.
It's not
come
enough.
With a gift. Come
It's
with a
not
substance.
enough.
Thank you.
It's not even, and just for you to know, there's going to be a special birthday service in honor of the father on 5th January, the first Sunday of the year 2025. So as Pastor Clement is saying, come with gifts, come with true, just like the wise men did not go empty-handed. Yes, don't go empty-handed. Don't come empty-handed. Come with something to honor our father on his 50th birthday. Rev, anything to
okay,
also
so to add up, you see, as the Bible said, it said that this is how we know love, by Jesus Christ laying down his love for us. And we should not honor with words, but in deeds, in actions. So it's an action word. So what we can do is that to honor our father, we must be present in the auditorium.
We have to come in our numbers.
We have to come in our numbers to honor him. So as we come in our numbers, we might not come with our empty hands alone. Because when the Queen of Sheba was going to visit Solomon, the Bible said that she came with a great gift to honor him. And after seeing all that she had seen, there was nothing left in her.
Nothing left.
And she had to give everything. Come with a gift, honor the father, and make it a vow that this year, 2025, that he is spending his 50th anniversary, Golden Jubilee, you are going to honor him as great as he is. And it will be a blessing to you.
It will be a blessing to you. And as for me, what I'll pick out of the conversation so far is that please don't be attending the man of God's meetings late. It's a sign of dishonor. And I like the way people are commenting on the YouTube channel that you have changed. You have indeed changed. It's good. A comment from Julian, he said, I lost my friends when I started Bridge. But just recently, when I stopped being committed, come and see them calling me. But I thank God I'm back. It's not easy. Oh.
It's not easy. Yes,
it's not easy. Oh, but like Reverend David said, whatever you lose in honoring the man of God, you get it in greater and mightier folds than what you lost. So don't feel like you've lost friends. You find a bigger family even in the church, because you gain a lot in honoring the man of God. You gain a lot in honoring your father. And as we are anticipating his 50th birthday, we have nothing to say, nothing to do, but to honor him in our best possible ways. If you are watching us live, the Stream-A-Thon continues, but this is probably where we might be bringing this conversation to an end. But it doesn't end the Stream-A-Thon. More powerful, engaging, interactive sessions are coming on. There is goal setting for 2025 coming up shortly. Goal setting. You see, whenever the year comes to an end, and we are entering the new year, some of you make so many kinds of resolutions. You want to buy 3 aeroplanes by 2nd January. You want to build 20 mansions by February. The personnel coming is come to teach you how to set realistic goals, achievable goals, how you can even surmount challenges that will come with the goals, and how you can, achieve the results you want. So goal setting is very, very important. Goal setting is very, very vital, and you don't have to miss this segment. We told you from the start of the Stream-A-Thon that this Stream-A-Thon is fully packed. We have everything in store for you. There is nothing you are searching that you can't find. We've gone to all the diverse fields and various fields that you can find interesting to you, and we are going to do that in the coming hour. Mind you, right after that, we have the build up to 31st coming up. We will be switching from this particular setup to the main auditorium, where we'll be taking interviews as people come in, as people troop in. I can really tell that by now some Bacenta leaders, some cell leaders are on the streets following people here and there to grab them for 31st night. Yes, we are bringing everybody to 31st night. And if you come late, I promise you, you will sit outside. Juliana Amposa, I'm telling you, if you come late, you shall sit outside. The way you have joined the live from since morning or let's say late night, I just hope you've had enough sleep, because this kind of sleep, if you go for 1 hour, it will end up in 6 hours, 7 hours. Before you realize, we have entered 2025 and you are on your bed. Don't miss the all night. It starts exactly at 8 p.m. but the build up begins from 4 p.m. and we shall be having those conversations, the interviews, and everything that is going to be happening. So don't miss 31st night. In a few hours, we'll be crossing over. But before that, yes, of course, the goal will be coming pretty soon. The personnel who is going to handle that segment has been here already to give us some financial tips, which have been very beneficial. Already, he's holding a record of sustaining the highest views on the stream. It means that you people like money and goals. Money and goal setting goes hand in hand. So your segment is coming. Don't tune off. Your segment is coming. Thank you so much for tuning into the Honoring Our Father segment. And my name is Minister Kobe, and I shall be handing over to our next host, who shall be taking it from here. Thank you, and stay tuned.
I should be looking at this camera, or Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Stream-A-Thon. It's quite exciting. We are doing our best to keep up the content going on. I want to appreciate Reverend Dix, Pastor Clement, Pastor Kobe for the wonderful session on honoring the father or honor in general. And one of the things I will say is that as for coming late, there is a very big dishonor. So let us repent. Coming early is a very important thing that we need to work on. We'll be talking about goals, how to achieve your goals. I know that in the past you've actually set a lot of goals that you've not been able to achieve, but after this session, I'm confident that whatever goal you are going to set for the year 2025, you are going to come back and say that from the very small things you learned today and the keys that were given to you, you were able to achieve your goals for the year 2025. Now, understand that a goal is not a New Year resolution. You know, New Year resolutions, mostly people say things like, I want to stop doing this, I want to stop doing that. But for a goal, it is something that you actually want to do or something that you want to achieve. Yeah, so at this juncture, I would really like to appreciate our father, F.D. Yalley, for the opportunity to actually speak to us on the opportunity on the topic of goal setting. Now, whether you are a leader, you are a member, you are a Levite, you are a shepherd, it doesn't matter who you are or what you are doing, the subject of goal setting is going to help you. If you want to achieve something financially, this subject will help you. If you are a leader, you are a church member, you are a pastor, you want to have 100 souls, all these things are under goal setting. And so I'm very confident that whoever you are that you are listening to me today, this subject of goal setting is going to take you to your next level. All I pray is that share the link to somebody, tell somebody that, look, they are talking about goal setting. Last year you said you wanted to achieve something, you couldn't achieve it. This is something that is going on, that is going to help you to achieve your goals. And I'm sure that that person will thank you at the end of the day. All right, so let's jump right into it. If you have your questions, please put them in the comment section, and I'm sure it will be answered for you. Now, somebody will ask, what is a goal? What is a goal? Now, a goal is simply a specific thing you want to achieve at the end of a specified period or a specific period. So, a goal is simply, I want to achieve this thing, I want to achieve it by this time. So, specifically, you want to do something and you have a time limit that you want to achieve that thing. That is simply what a goal is. Something you want to do and you want to do it at the end of a certain time. That is the goal. That is basically what a goal is. Now, somebody will be asking that, well, what is the difference between if I set a goal and I don't set a goal? Is there any difference between the people who set goals and the people who don't set goals? Yes, there's a very big difference between the people who set goals and the people who don't set goals. And there is another big difference between those who write their goals down and those who don't write their goals down. Now, in Harvard, in the Harvard University, there was a research that was done, and they realized that 90% of the people who wrote down their goals, they were able to achieve their goals. 90% of the people who wrote down their goals, they were able to achieve their goals. It simply means that as you are listening to me right now, if that thing you want to achieve, if you can write it down, chances that you are going to achieve it moves from 0% to 90%. So right now I want you to do something. Take a book and write down the goal that you want to achieve at the end of 2025. Is it that you want to start making 10,000 CDs at the end of every month? Is it that you want to win 100 souls? Is it that you want to have 50 ministers, 50 shepherds, and 50 Levites? Whatever is your goal, maybe your goal is to build a house by the end of 2025. Now, research is showing that 90% of the people who wrote down their goals were able to achieve their goals. So please, if you want to be part of the 90%, right now, take your book, take a pen, take a paper, write down what you want to achieve by the end of 2025. Maybe it might be the end of March 2025. Maybe it might be the end of June 2025. Maybe it might be the end of December 2025. But whatever be the case, please and please again, write down your goal right now. Don't give an excuse. Don't say you don't have a pen. Go and buy a pen. Don't say you don't have a paper. Go and get a paper. And write down your goal right now, because it gives you a 90% chance of achieving it. Wonderful. So now we know what a goal is, we have discovered that if you write down your goals, it gives you a 90% chance of actually achieving that goal. Now, the next thing I would like to let you know is that there are different types of goals. So there is not only a static type of goal, there are different types of goals. We have academic goals. Somebody says, I want to make 10 ones in my BEC. Somebody says, I want to make 6 ones in my BEC. Somebody says, I want to get 8 A's. I want to get 9 A's. I want to get maybe 5 A's. It's an academic goal. Somebody says that I want to read my entire course before I reach my final year. It is an academic goal. So we have academic goals that you can set for yourself. It means that if you are a student, you can set an academic goal for yourself. Well, if you are a worker, you can set financial goals. Financial goals like, I want to make 5,000 cedis every month. Maybe your salary is 2,000. You want to make 5,000 cedis every month. Well, that 3,000 deficit, the goal can help you to fill that deficit. So that's financial goals. So we have academic goals, we have financial goals. We can also have spiritual goals. Somebody can say that, look, by the end of 2025, I want to pray 3 hours every day. 3 hours every day. Somebody can say, I want to pray 2 hours every day. Somebody can say, I want to pray 1 hour every day. It is a spiritual goal. There is ministry goals. Ministry goals. Somebody can say, I want to win 10 souls by the end of 2025. Because some of us, if you don't take care, when we go to heaven and they are sharing the reward and they mention my name and I come because I've won maybe 70 million souls. And then maybe another person comes and the person has won 3 souls. And you come. And then God asks you that, what have you won? How many souls have you won? And then you tell God that silver and gold have I none. It will be a big problem in heaven. You will not have any reward. Judgment day, heaven. So it's very important to have ministry goals so that you can also achieve them. The reason why people don't achieve anything is that they don't have a target. You see, if you have a gun and you don't have a target to fire at, you can fire at anything you think you are living life. Meanwhile, you are just existing. So many people are just existing, living aimless lives because they have no target, they have no goal, they have no aim that they are firing at. But as long as you can have a goal, it will give you something to actually concentrate your energies on. So we understand that there are different types of goals. I want you to actually take your spiritual goals seriously. Take your financial goals seriously. Take your ministry goals seriously. Some people cry, they have marital goals. I want to marry by the end of the year 2025. It's a powerful goal. It can be achieved. 90% of those who write down their goals are able to achieve it. If it's a marital goal, write it down. I want to marry by September 2025. Write it down. And then you'll be able to achieve it. Wonderful. So now we know about the different types of goals. Let's go to the goal setting process. Now, if you want to set goals, there's a process by which you go to actually set your goals. And if you don't go by that process, by the time you realize, you might crash on the way, because even when you are cooking, you realize that you have to put oil first, then you put onion. Yes, those of us who know how to cook, we put oil, then onion. But you know, those who don't know how to cook, like Gideon and the rest, you understand? They start by putting tomatoes first, you understand, before they put oil. But if you want to actually achieve your goal, there is a process you must follow. There is a process you must follow. If you are listening to me, just type process in the comment section. Just type process in the comment section, because there is a process you must pass through to be able to set your goals and achieve it. To be able to set your goals and achieve it. All right. Now, let's talk about the process. Number one, the process of setting down your goals. Write your goal in the present. Write your goal in the present. Number one, write it in the present. It means that don't say, I am going to win 10 souls. Or, you understand? Don't say it in the present continuous. Say it in the present. In the present looks like this. I win 10 souls by June 2025. I make 5,000 CDs by December 2025. So, number one step in the goal setting process is what? Write your goal in the present. I win 10 souls. I build my house. I buy my land. You understand? You write it in the present. I do this by this time. I do this by this time. Wonderful. So now that you have written your goal, The second thing is that you must put a deadline by the goal. Put a deadline by the goal. So you've written that you build your house. But when do you want to start building your house? Or when do you want to finish your house? Or maybe you say, I want to complete the lintel level of my house. I want to complete the foundation of my house by November 2025. That's a powerful goal. It's a specific goal. If you have not achieved it, you'll be able to tell. I want to read 5 chapters. I want to read 10 books by the end of the year 2025. Your deadline to the goal you want to achieve. Don't just say that I want to read 10 books. If you say I want to read 10 books, you can use 20 years to read 10 books and it will not be healthy for you. So you have to put a deadline by it. I read 10 books by the end of March 2025. You know that every month you are reading 4 books. Every week, maybe you are reading 1 book. You understand me? So put a deadline by the goal that you have set, because the deadline will cause you to actually run and do whatever you want to do. I know some of you, you know, when you go to school, you don't learn. But when they say exams is Monday, what happens? You begin to do what? Put a lot of effort into what? Into learning. Why? Because they gave you a deadline. Yeah, so deadlines are important. If you are listening, please write deadlines are important in the comment section. Right? Deadlines are important in the comment section. If you have not invited anybody to join the link, please invite somebody to join the link right now. All right, so number three in the goal setting process is that put down a plan that will help you to achieve your goal. Put down a plan that will help you to achieve your goal. You know, some of us like to write, but we don't like to do anything. So as much as you are writing, you must also do what? Do. As much as you are writing, you must also do. And that is what planning does for your goal. You must have a plan. You must have some steps that you must take that will help your goal to do what? To come to pass. So you see, the goal is what you want to achieve. You have put a deadline by it, but you don't have steps that will help you to what? To achieve that goal. And that is why a plan is very important. The plan will tell you that on Monday, I'll do this. On Tuesday, I'll do this. On Thursday, I'll do this. On Friday, I'll do this. And if I'm able to complete the processes or the steps in this plan, I'll be able to do what? To achieve the goal that I want to achieve by the end of the year 2025. So, it is very important to actually put down a plan for what? For your goal. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5 that the plans of the diligent leads to profit. So if you plan diligently, chances that you will profit in the year 2025 is very high. But if you refuse to plan, then I'm telling you that you are in for trouble. There's a popular saying that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, it means that you are planning to do what? To fail. Exactly. So please, if you don't have a plan, it means that you are actually planning. If you don't have a plan, it means that you are actually what? Planning. And what are you planning? You are planning to fail. So please, if you are honest that you are not planning to fail, then put a plan by the goal that you want to achieve. Say that this thing that I want to accomplish, this thing that I want to do, maybe you want to get to the foundation of your house. So you say that, okay, step 1, I buy land. Step 2, I buy sand. Step 3, I buy what? Stones. Step 4, I dig my foundations. Step 5, I actually what? Do the foundation of the building. I hope you understand. So with these 5 processes or 5 steps, now you know that I have a plan that will actually help me to do what? To get to the foundation level of my house. So it is very important. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So backing your goal, you must add a plan to it. Backing your goal, you must add a plan to it. Without a plan, chances that your goal will succeed are very, very minimal. All right, so now you have a plan that is going to help you to succeed in the goal that you have set. The next thing you must do, number 4? Number 4 is that you must work on your plan daily. You must work on your plan daily. See, I'm not going to work on your plan for you because I have a plan I'm working on. Your father or your mother or your sister is not going to work on your plan for you because they also have their plans that they are working on. So it is up to you to be able to work on your goals, to be able to work on your plans on a daily basis. Because see, as you are working on it every day, the chances of what? Of succeeding are very, very high. I know people who have a plan, and instead of working on the plan every day, they work on the plan twice a year. Now, if you work on your plan twice a year, when are you going to accomplish that goal? That is why it is important that every day you think about your goal. You take a small step. You think about your goal. You take a small step. That is why they say that little drops of water make what? A mighty ocean. You don't have to take big steps. So even the tortoise, when it decides to get to Odoko or Kaswa and it begins to walk slowly, by the time you realize it has gotten to its destination. Why? Because every day he is making incremental steps. Every day incremental steps. Not that they walk one or twice and then they wait 2 weeks later to be able to what? To walk again. So when you have a plan to achieve your goal, one of the ways to achieve that goal very fast is that every day think about the goal. Every day take a small step towards that goal. And as you take a small step towards that goal, I'm confident that by the time the year will end in 2025, you will be able to achieve that goal. Number five in the goal setting process. Number 5 in the goal setting process is that you must make adjustments to your plan. Make adjustments to your plan. You see, you can have one plan A, but plan A might not succeed. That is why you must adjust it a little, work on it, adjust it a little, work on it, adjust it a little, work on it. That is the process. You see, you might hit somewhere and then there's a heavy rock there. You must turn a little and then maybe there might be space there for you to move on. When it comes to achieving your goals, don't think that the first step you take, things will fall flat for you and everything will be going on well for you. No, there will be challenges, there will be obstacles, there will be hurdles, there will be setbacks. That is why you need to keep on making adjustments. Adjustments. It's not adjust, so it's not like just, I don't know. It's adjustments. You keep on adjusting your plan until you are able to achieve your goal. The fact that plan A was not able to take me there does not mean that plan B will not take me there. The fact that plan B did not take me there does not mean plan C will not take me there. And the beautiful thing is that as for planning, you can take your pen and your paper and just write a different plan, a different step, and begin to take it. You understand me? So don't say that because my first plan didn't work, my second plan will not work. Let me give you an example. Maybe you are planning to go to the university. Your first plan is that you are going to your father to go and ask him for money to go to the university. You go to plan A and your father says that I don't have money. Well, you must look for plan B. Plan B is that you are a citizen of Ghana. And as a citizen of Ghana, you are entitled to the resources of Ghana. Yes, so you can go to the Ministry of Education and tell them that, look, well, this is my situation. I want to go to the university and I'm not getting the necessary help I need. So is there a way that the ministry can help me? If the ministry cannot help you, they will show you somebody who can help you, or they will connect you to an NGO or a scholarship secretariat or something that can help you. If that place too doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you should sit down on your goal of going to the university and completing it. Go to plan C. Plan C can be going to your area and looking for the prominent people there, maybe 2 or 3 of them, and present your case to them and tell them, look, I'm a very brilliant student, I'm hardworking, I want to go to school. Plan A of my father didn't work, plan B of the Ministry of Education didn't work, and that is why I'm appealing to you to be able to help me to go to the university. Don't give up on your goal just because one plan did not work. Keep on adjusting your plan until you achieve your goal. Keep on adjusting your plan until you achieve your goal. If you are actually getting me, please write in the comment, keep on adjusting your plan. Keep on adjusting your plan. Keep on adjusting your plan. It is very, very important. Some people are on their plan 20 before they are able to achieve their goal. You are on just plan 3 or plan C and you think that the world is against you. No, the world is not against you. The fact that one route didn't work does not mean that another route will not work. If you are taking the road to Kumasi and the road doesn't work, I'm telling you, go to the airport and take the plane. It will take you to Kumasi. If the plane does not work, go and look for a bicycle and find your way to Kumasi. Whatever it is, if the bicycle does not work and you can walk to Kumasi, Masa, walk to Kumasi. You might not get there as fast as the plane. You might not get there as fast as the car. But I am telling you that even if you are walking every day, you will eventually get to your destination. There are different plans. that can help you to achieve your goal. So keep on adjusting your plans until you achieve that goal. I want to believe that you are still sharing the link. You are still asking people to join so that they will be able to achieve their goals, whatever they want to achieve by the end of the year 2025. Now, there are some keys that I want to share with you that can help you actually achieve your goals. Now, we've gone through the goal setting process, but there are a few keys that can help you to achieve your goals. If you have questions, please write them in the comments. I'll look at them and I'll address them appropriately. If you have comments, if you have questions, please write them in the comments. They will be addressed appropriately. Now, what are some of the keys to help you to achieve your goal? Now, you know that in Africa or in Ghana, people like to do things solo. Everything, they want to do it alone. They want to do it alone. Like, they cannot think beyond themselves. But to achieve any great thing, sometimes you need a team. Sometimes you need a team. I know for the past 15, 20, 30, 40 years of your life, you have been doing things alone. And that is why I want to open your mind to another way you can use to achieve your goals. Get a team. You see, the fact that you want to go to the university and it is you that wants to go to the university does not mean that there are not other people who are interested in you going to the university. So you can get a team of about 3 or 4 people who are also interested in you getting to the university. You can brainstorm with them, and with that team, you'll be able to get a solid plan or solid actions that will help you to do what? To go to the university. So whatever goal you want to achieve, understand that God has put people around you that you can contact them that, look, this is what I want to achieve in the year 2025. And I'll be happy if you can assist me to do what? To achieve it. Because, see, as you are assisting others to achieve their goals, other people too will be assisting you to do what? To achieve your goals. And other people too will be assisting them to do what? To achieve your goals. It is hand come, hand what? Hand go. So, understand that to achieve your goals, one of the best ways to achieve your goal, or one of the best keys I can offer you to achieve your goals, is that get a team. Get a team of people around you. 2025, don't go solo. 2025, don't go solo. Write it down. Write it in the comments. I will get a team. Write it in the comments. I will get a team. I will get a team. Because we are doing things too solo. What the Bible says that one shall chase 1,000, but 2 shall chase what? 10,000. The Bible says that 2 heads are better than what? They are better than 1. That is why in the year 2025, my brethren, we need to bring a team on board to help us achieve our goals. It can be your friends. It can be your relatives. If your relatives don't believe in you, get to your friends. If your friends don't believe in you, get to people who resonate with the kind of goal you have or the kind of vision you have, and I'm sure that you'll be able to build a team around them, and they will help you to be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And let me tell you, more often than not, you have been a part of somebody's team that helped them achieve their goal. More often than not, you've been a part of somebody's team that helped them achieve their goal. So please, let's take team building very seriously. Let's take team building very seriously, because there is a lot of benefit in team building. When you build a solid team, like somebody said, what a solid team. When you build a solid team, it will be able to help you to achieve your goals. Wonderful. Now, the next key that can help you to achieve your goals, apart from getting a team, is that you need to focus. You need to focus. Some people have 26 goals for the year 2025. 26 goals. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to do this. They want to do 26 things in just 2025. In 2024, you tried that same thing and it didn't work for you. You wanted to do 20 things in 2024. And up to now, you have not been able to even accomplish only one. Why? Because the things were so much that you were not able to do what? To focus on one that you can achieve. So what we normally do is that we tell you that write down about 10 goals for the year 2025. And then choose your primary goal. The most important goal, when you achieve it, it will make the achievement of all the other goals easier for you. And then focus on that goal. Put your energies on that goal. Put your desire and your time on that goal. Put your resources on that goal. And when you achieve it, it will help you to achieve the smaller goals. I hope you understand me. And that is why focus is what is very important. Now let me give you an example. Let me say I have a rock here that I'm hitting. I want to crack the rock. So I begin to hit the rock. As I continue to hit it, at a given point, the rock is going to break. The rock will break because I concentrated all my effort on hitting one side and it was able to break. But imagine that I have 10 rocks in front of me. I hit this one, then I come and hit this one, then I come and hit. By the time I hit 10 rocks once, somebody who is only hitting one rock would have hit one rock 10 times. So if it would take me 100 hits to be able to actually break the rock, the person who is hitting 10 rocks at the same time will take 1,000 hits before he'll be able to do what? To break one rock. I hope you understand me. So that is why focus is very important when you want to achieve your goals. Yes, I know you want to achieve 99 things, but the reason in the past you have not been able to achieve those 99 things is that you've not been able to focus on one of them that is going to bring you ultimate results that will make the achievement of the other ones easier for you. Please, I hope you understand me. If you understand me, let me know in the comments that you understand me. Let me know in the comments that you understand me. Let me see your comments that you understand me. Okay. I'm seeing Pastor Richard, Juliana. Juliana says, I'll get a team. Labika is getting a team. Richard Miles is getting a team. Wisdom is getting a team. That's powerful. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep on adjusting our plan. Powerful. Powerful. So please, focus is very, very important. Don't be doing plenty things at once. Don't be channeling your resources into plenty things at once. Focus on one thing, let it succeed, and that success will now breed into other things for you. Wonderful. I hope you are understanding me. Wonderful. Okay, Labika understands. Okay. Hey, the questions have started coming. Okay. Nyametiase. He will be well. All right, so now we have spoken about the second key being what? Being focused. Now let us look at the third key. The third key to achieve your goal in the year 2025 is knowledge. Knowledge. Some of you want to go to the US in the year 2025. I tell you, apart from getting a team, apart from focusing, you need knowledge. The reason there are people who are called visa contractors is that they know something that you don't know. And if you are able to take your time and say that, look, I'm going to take 2 months to learn about how to get USA visa. Learn everything that you want to learn. Get knowledge. Some of you want to build a house. Get knowledge. There are some people who have less than the amount of money you have, but they have built houses because they have knowledge that you don't have. Find these people, get knowledge on it. When you go on YouTube, don't go and watch how people dance alone. Go on YouTube and find out how to build a house easily. Type how to build a house easily on YouTube. There are about 50 videos. Watch all the videos. All of them will teach you one thing or the other, one secret or the other. If you combine the secrets of 50 people, I'm sure you'll be able to develop your own secret that can help you to what? To build a house for yourself. So knowledge is of primary importance. The Bible says that for lack of knowledge, my people do what? They perish. So most people are perishing. They are not able to achieve their goals because they don't know anything about the goal that they want to achieve. Somebody says that I want to start a business and doesn't know anything about how to start a business. They, in their minds, if you want to start a business, you first need capital. But it might not be true. That is why you need knowledge. Invest in knowledge. Invest in knowledge. Sometimes it's very cheap to invest in knowledge. All you need to do is what? Buy data or buy books of people who have achieved the things that you want to achieve. And then you'll be able to do it easily. You want to start a church. There are books on how to start a church. But you want to start a church before you read the book. So by the time you realize you are not able to start a church. Why? Because you refused knowledge. Knowledge is critical. Knowledge is what? Is power. The foundation of your success in this world is what? Is knowledge. Without knowledge, you will not know even the step to take. But once you know, you'll be able to do what? To take steps. The Bible says that through knowledge shall the just be what? Be delivered. John 8:32 says that thou shalt know the truth, and the truth you know shall what? Shall set you free. So most of us, what we are looking for is truth. But we don't have the time. You spend time brushing your teeth. You spend time bathing. You spend time gossiping. You spend time watching TV. But you not spend time learning about what you want to achieve. Some of you want to buy a car. You've not learned about how to buy a car. There's a way to buy a car. You see, buying a car, there's not one way to buy a car. There are different ways to buy cars. Go and learn about it. Maybe one of the ways of buying cars might might favor you. That knowledge alone will separate you from other people who want to who want to buy cars. And perhaps, per adventure, that knowledge will bring grace onto your life. And that grace will help you to accomplish that which you want to you want to accomplish. Powerful. Okay, it's like I'm praising myself. I'm behaving like the lizard that fell from the high Iroko tree. Number four key to achieving your goals. Don't give up. Try another method. Repeat after me. You can type it. Don't give up. Try another method. Hit your chest. Tell yourself, don't give up. Try another method. Don't give up. Try another method. Maybe you wanted to marry. You tried one method. It didn't work. You have the woman you want to marry, but Charlie, engagement list, no, I had 10 things, so you couldn't buy everything. Try another way. Don't give up. See, the fact that other people could not do it does not mean you cannot do it. It is possible. I've entered the campaign mode. It's very possible. So that goal you have written down, I want you to know that other people have achieved it and they are not better than you. You can also achieve it. So don't give up on it. Try another method. You know, the funny thing is that sometimes when you listen to the stories of people, they begin to reveal to you how they were able to achieve the goals they achieved. And when you look at it, you see that most of them went through difficult obstacles. How can somebody who does not have hands take care of 5 children, and you have 2 feet and 2 hands? You say you cannot take care of 2 children. It is possible. Don't give up. Try another method. Try again. There's a poem that if you try and you don't succeed, do what? Try again. If you try and you don't succeed, there's a reason behind it. Try again. You keep on until you succeed. Because hear me, there is no problem on earth that is bigger than you. There is no problem on earth that is bigger than you. God has equipped you and designed you in such a way that every problem that confronts you, you have the ability to be able to to overcome it. That is why he even said that there is no temptation that befalls us that is not common to man, but God gives us a way of of escape. So it means that whatever you are going through, there is a way of escape. The fact is that you have not yet found it, and the fact that you have not yet found it does not mean that you will not find it. At the end of the day, you will do what? You will find it. So don't give up on that goal. You will be able to achieve it. I remember one day I wrote a goal on my wall, and it was a room I shared with my brother, and at the end of the year I had not achieved the goal. What my brother did is that he just changed the year to the next year, telling me that, my brother, this goal you have set is a very good goal. Don't give up on it. It is achievable. If this year you didn't achieve it, keep on. Next year you might achieve it. Wonderful. So that is the key number 4 to achieving your goals. Now let's look at the final key before we look at the questions. The final key to achieve your goals. Listen carefully. If you have not achieved your goal yet, it does not mean you have not made progress. See, you have written down your goal. You have your plan. You have your keys that are supporting you to keep on moving forward. Every day you are working on your goal. Every day you are working on your goal, heading towards your deadline. Your deadline comes and you have not achieved your goal. Well, the fact that you have not achieved your goal does not mean that you have not made progress. Let's say you want to build a house by the end of the year 2025. And because you set that goal, the steps were buy land, do the foundation. Step 1, buy land. Step 2, do the foundation. Step 3, go to lintel level. Step 4, roof the building. Step 5, fix the fixtures. Step 6, maybe paint and fill it with furniture. The fact that you have not reached step 6 does not mean that maybe you have not reached step 3. So you couldn't achieve the goal in 2025, but at least you have bought the land. At least you have done your foundation. At least you are about to start to lintel level. So the fact that you have not achieved your goal does not mean that you have not what? You have not made progress. You have made progress. You wrote it down on paper. That alone gives you a 90% chance of what? Of achieving that goal. You have put a plan to it. You are working on the plan every day. You had 6 steps. By the grace of God, you're on step 3. That is moving from 0 to 1 to 2 and to 3. You have made progress than most people who have not even written down their goals. You have made progress than those who have written down their goals, but they don't have plans to their goals. You have made progress to those who have plans to their goals, but they have not acted on their goals. You have done at least to step 3. It is progress. Significant progress. And then the last key. Add massive action to whatever you are doing. See, when you want to do something, do it with all your might. And don't do it half-heartedly. If you want to achieve things in life, you need to do it wholeheartedly. Do it with all your might. If it is souls you want to win, win souls with all your might. If it is a business you want to start, give it every effort. You see, some people want to do some things and they are doing it as if they don't want to do it. They are doing it as if they don't want to succeed. They are doing it as if somebody is forcing them. No, don't be that kind of person. If you are acting, act with all your might. Don't be a procrastinator. Be a man of action. Be a woman of action. You can type in the comments, I am an action man. I am an action woman. You see, it is only people who take steps that are able to achieve things in life. If you don't take steps, you will not be able to achieve anything in life. And let me tell you, the people you see at the top, all of them started from 0. Don't think that somebody started from 3. Everybody started from 0. Everybody started from a certain point. And it is up to you to also say that, look, I am also going to start from one place, but I am not going to remain there. I am going to make progress towards what I want to achieve. Wonderful. So that is the last key that can help you to achieve your goals. Let me get to the questions. Let me get to the questions. Wow. The questions want to disappear. Okay, I can see some action men. Isaac Sai is an action man. Wisdom is an action man. Thank you very much for your comments. All right. So somebody says, what is required to get a good team? Okay. So, powerful. More fans. What is required to get a good team? Now, if you want a good team, number one, you need to know what you are looking for. If you know what you are looking for, then you can know who you should look for. So let's say that you want to start a business. To start a business, so maybe you might need capital. You might need somebody who knows how to market. You might need somebody who knows how to create products. Or you might need somebody who knows how to manage money very well. Now that you know what you will need, then you can now look for who are the people that can accomplish this task. Once you can get the people who can accomplish the task, then you speak to them and then you'll be able to do what? To form a team. And let me tell you, sometimes you can form a team like Jesus and then there will be one Judas in the team. So as for building a team there, the team you started with might not be the team you end with, you understand? But daily or periodically, seek to improve the quality of your team. Seek to improve the quality of your team. I'm still taking questions. Okay. Okay, somebody says, why must you set deadlines? Well, I've told you already. You see, most of us, without deadlines, we will never take action. That is why you go to school. And then until it is exams time, you never read your book. The reason you are reading your book is that there is a deadline. They've told you that Monday we are writing exams. And that is the benefit of deadlines. Deadlines will put some fire in you. Deadlines will put some drive in you. Deadlines will put some energy in you for you to do what? For you to act. And so once you have deadlines, they put some fire in you, they put some urgency in you, they put some drive in you to be able to achieve what you are looking for easily. So that is the reason why deadlines are very, very important. They help you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. They help you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Okay. Let's see. Please keep your questions coming. All right. The other question is, why should I write my goals? Why should I write my goals? I've told you that research shows that 90% of the people who write down their goals on paper or in a book are able to achieve the goals. It might not be in the year they wanted to achieve it, but eventually they are able to achieve it. See, let me tell you one of the sweetest feelings in the world. One of the sweetest feelings in the world is you take a book that you were using in the year 2020 and then you realize that you had written a goal. I will buy my first car by 2022. In 2022, you were not able to buy the car. But in 2024, as you were looking through the book, you realized that you had written, I will buy my first car by 2022. And then you realize that you bought your first car in 2024. You can mark it and say, it was not, I didn't buy it in 2022, but at least this goal of wanting to buy a car, I've been able to achieve it. You understand me? So even though you are not able to achieve it the time you wanted to achieve it, you achieved it anyway. And you see, the feeling of achievement it brings to you is superb. That is what will even encourage you to be able to write what? Another goal. Because believe you me, I don't know how it works. It's like magical. It's like a force is behind it. There is a force. He says that write down the vision and make it plain so that they that see it will do what? Will run with it. It means that there is a certain force in this world that is able to back and help everybody that is able to write down their goals. Very, very important. If you are able to have that, then I'm confident that your goals will be easy to achieve. Let me take my last question. My last question. Okay. Okay, somebody says, what if money is an obstacle to meeting your goal? Well, then you making of money or raising money your goal. You see, what people don't understand is that money can be raised. Money can be raised. That is why we have something called fundraising. Fundraising is not only for churches. Fundraising can be for individuals. So as an individual, you can be able to do what? To raise funds. And there are various ways individuals have raised funds. You understand? So if money is an obstacle to you, you can raise funds. You can make raising of funds a goal. Maybe the month of March, let's say March 2025, I will raise 10,000 Ghana cedis. Maybe June 2025, I will raise 100,000 Ghana cedis. It is a goal. You put a plan by it and then you work towards it. Maybe at the end of June 2025, you might not be able to raise all your 100,000. But I tell you, if you raise 20,000, it means that there is hope. If you can keep on working on the plan, maybe it might not be 2025, maybe by 2027, you'll be able to raise the 100,000 that you are looking for. And it is always better late than what? Than never. Please write it down. It is better late than what? Than never. If you're in the comment section, please write it down. It is better late than what? Than never. So if I want to raise 100,000 by 1 year, and I'm not able to raise it in 1 year, and I'm able to raise it in 3 years, please, it is better late than what? Than never. Very, very important. It is better late than what? Than never. All right, so I think that should do with the question of if money is your obstacle. The Stream-A-Thon continues. And please be informed that today at 8 p.m., our 31st all night is taking place. Today at 8 p.m., our 31st all night is taking place. We are coming wearing white. We are bringing a torchlight or a lantern, anything that gives off light, or a candle. You are bringing it, and you are also bringing oil. And please bring a good offering to actually prepare your way into the year 2025. And I'm confident that this service will be a blessing to you. The anointing, the grace, the power of God is available, waiting for you to be able to tap into it. And I'm confident that you will not regret making it to 31st night at Bridge Family Chapel at Anya Market. Amen. All right, thank you very much. Like I said, the Stream-A-Thon continues. Continue to share the link. Continue to talk to people about it. And enjoy what we are giving to you. We'll be recapping the year, telling you a lot of things that are going to happen. So please, just be prepared and you'll be blessed. Thank you very much.
Okay. No, he didn't know.
Or he was pretending as if he doesn't know?
He didn't know. Like, he knew everything was over. Like, we are friends. That's the mentality he had. That
So he's doing friendship,
we
calling at 8 a.m., 6 a.m.
He doesn't
6
even
p.m.
call. He doesn't even call the girl. But the girl ends up calling more times. And even
So why
the-
doesn't he tell the girl that I didn't bring you to church to have you, I brought you to church to be born again? So
he has done so.
what's the big deal?
And now, anytime the girl feels like talking to someone, the girl calls him after doing all this. And from the look at things, he's seeing things to be turning around. Like the way things are going, the girl is going too far. He's trying to stop the girl. The girl too is not willing.
How far is too far? Because if you call me on phone and we are talking, I do the too
He says
farness
the girl
in
can
the
call him Adon.
and he will pick.
Oh, yeah, for that one he picks.
He will pick and he will talk.
He will
Why
talk.
would he pick Adon and talk when he's told you that there's nothing going on between the two of us? So let's keep it civil.
So, mommy, he should stop picking most of the calls Adon.
He's enjoying it. If you are the one, then you are enjoying it. So
No, I'm not the
continue.
one. I know my friend, like I know him very well.
Eh,
And yes.
the way you are answering all the questions for him, it looks like you are painting your own picture.
No.
Has he been picking calls Adon? Listen, you bring somebody to church. If it's strictly church, know the roads. There are certain things you don't cross over. This is somebody, I see a jar so peno. Niso, enye day. Obiane na trim pena pen dear. If some say, who you see, Chaco. Oh, Paul, you are here. Hi, Rafi, darling. If you use charcoal, be dear. Now the where you see pen, now where dum jani di egua. Next time, okofa na also enye ya. O dear for fresh one. Now start it. Obebre. But nias, you bet you understand. It's true. Old charcoal and new charcoal. Which one is easier to light? The old one. And if it's even softer. Into umpa once a while to me so the old one, oh baby, then you put it on top of the new one. It will light. So if you are telling me that this is somebody you've been in a relationship with,
Friend.
and this person you love this person so much that you want this person to be born again, nice, you've done your godly duty, but you should know the ins and outs, and you should know where to cut the line and where not to cut the line and where not to cross over. So it is up to him, not the girl. Now say you come across 1,001 people who will try to infringe on you or who will be in love with you. Does that mean you should accept everybody? No. The guy has a soft spot for her. That's the truth.
No, mommy.
Hey. And no, then it means you are the one.
I know my
Continue.
friend.
You know your friend. Is he your twin brother?
Oh, we are very close. Like, very close. Mommy, right now he's planning on like not picking her calls at all.
It's not a matter of
don't know.
not picking her calls. Why do you pick her call at 2 a.m. or 12 midnight? For what? Meaning you can't sleep. When you see her call, then your heart is beating. Boom, boom, boom. You want to hear what this person wants to
Mommy,
say.
this friend of mine, no.
Are you in his heart?
I know him.
You are the one. Sit down. Any other? We are asking questions. What the ladies? Why were you late today?
Hello.
Yes, Clement.
This is also from a friend.
Hey,
Mommy, my friend is around, let's say, 24. Or 20,
Okay.
Yeah.
a
And
male friend.
a male friend.
Mhm.
Yeah. And and dating a lady around, let's say, 26.
Mhm.
And my friend has made it open to the lady that she is 23 or 24. Yeah, let me put it that way. But yes, still the lady don't believe the guy because she says the guy acts in a matured way. So he is older than the age he is telling the lady. Probably the guy wants to leave. That's the reason why he's bringing up that stories. So in this situation, what should the guy do?
What is his problem? Simple. What? Because I don't. What is the guy's problem?
He wants to move away because
He wants to move away.
But the lady is older than.
Okay. He's seen. He got attracted. His mouth doesn't have POP. He can talk fast like Oko mouth. So he went to propose. Didn't he check the age before he proposed?
No.
He didn't. Now he knows the age. He wants to run. Has he finished lifting his leg?
That one, I don't know. I can't.
He should stay. It makes no difference. France president and a school teacher, they are there. So what's the big deal? The age to some people is not a big deal, unless you have an agenda. Like this young guy who has an agenda. He's done with the 26-year-old and he wants to move on because he's young and he's not ready to settle. So he should stay there if he's really serious.
Thank you.
Yes. Hey, happy birthday, my Grant. I just saw it. I intended to call you after
My
seeing
Grant.
this. Happy birthday.
Major Grant.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We miss you.
Major Grant.
Happy birthday.
What do you have? Thank you. Happy birthday, bro. Mommy.
Yes, we.
So, a guy. Actually, start with.
On car friend, don't person over
Oh, a
commenting.
guy. It's general. So, mommy, let's say a guy meets a girl who he wants to be with. But then, there are people in his past who he is probably still entertaining.
Who he's what?
Entertaining.
Okay.
And they've not done anything wrong. So
The
he
people in his past.
yes. But he doesn't know how to cut them off. In the sense that he's afraid he will hurt them or something. How does he go around such an issue?
Okay. Good question. And I'll give you a good answer,
Okay.
which I pray you can swallow. In life, you can't satisfy everybody. You can't hang on to everybody. And it's not everybody that is supposed to be tied to your destiny. At a point in time, you have to learn how to cut people off, no matter how difficult it might be. At a point in time, a woman has to learn to cut the cord that links her and the child, so that the child will be independent of the woman. If you decide that I'll give birth to a child but not cut the cord, you both die. And some of you, that's what you do. You still have cords that are hanging onto the past. Okay, I'm the one who made the mistake and I proposed to her. She hasn't done anything wrong, so let me still hold on to her. When you have somebody else you feel will be better. Life is made up of choices. So if you can't handle it, you have to learn the difficult way of cutting certain cords. If the person hasn't done anything wrong, but where you are going, the person would not be able to go. Sometimes it's better you don't say anything, but you gradually put yourself away so that you will not be seen often or heard often by the person. Sometimes too, you should be courteous enough to tell this person that, you see, where I'm going or the next level of my life, I don't think we can continue from where we are. So it's not that I hate you. I don't hate you. But this is where we draw the line, because I want to open a new chapter in my life. If you keep things hanging, things would always crop up in your next life, and you end up living life in a circle. You keep going back and forth, and gradually the strings that are tied you will be more than one. You have 10 strings tied you, and everybody hasn't done anything wrong. Because you can just not cut one cord, you'll not be able to cut any of the 10. Please, have I answered your question? If you can't cut the cord, you can't get pregnant again. Did you get what I just said? So you have to learn, no matter how much you love the baby, that baby cannot feed from you again. That baby cannot take food from that cord again. You have to cut it. allow the placenta to leave your body because it can kill you. And the placenta are the things that maybe you've done with this person. And the memories you have to force them to let them out of your system. Cleanse your system so that you can take seed again. Did I confuse somebody? Do you understand me? What did I just say? Okay. So if you want to get pregnant again, learn to cut the cord and let the placenta flush out. Because the placenta being in you for more than an hour or so, you are dying coming. I hope I've answered your question. Okay, next question for me. Yes, darling.
Mommy, please, good evening.
Good evening, my
Mommy,
dear.
please, if a girl, you have a child,
Okay.
and a man proposed to you,
Mm-hmm.
you must tell the man you have a child, or you wait until.
It depends. Why did the person come to propose? Is he proposing marriage, or he wants to lift your leg, or he just wants to be there?
Supposed to marry.
He wants to marry you. What shows that he's serious? Has he come home to see anybody?
No,
Does he really know you, or he just met you on the road?
really know me.
He knows you very well. So why doesn't he know that you have a child?
But, Mommy, I'm just asking. You must
Uh-huh.
tell him.
You see, sometimes it's not necessary to tell the person. It depends on where the person is coming from. Let's say you are walking in town and you get to the church junction and the car stops with Clement in the car. Oh, we go to church together, so let me give you a lift home. He gives you a lift home today. Tomorrow morning, he calls you to tell you that the Lord has given him a vision, that you are the woman for him. And you also agree. Then you tell, uni made my life in there. It's not necessary. He doesn't need to know. You don't even know his intention, and he doesn't know you. He can decide to be there, but for a moment. Tomorrow he will leave and tell you that he's leaving because you said you have 10 children. Let him get to know you. After, let him laugh, excuse him to say your dog. Then you continue from there. But for now, if he doesn't know you, it's not necessary. Said now for fun, Anna, or see and trim, Nayananti Kakani, Anna, or an address or Bewarewa. No can a bravo munsem now, so can a bravo munsem. Namunim Mosia Warrior Quine. So, Anna, have I answered your question?
Watching a movie today.
Okay.
The same thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
The girl was having 2 children.
Okay.
And the man left, but he saw another guy who wants to marry the lady.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady didn't tell the guy that he has a child.
Children, yeah.
So
You
the
see,
man didn't
it
got
would be
married.
wrong if somebody decides that, oh, me kwaware wechna. Then you don't tell the person you have a child. And maybe a day to the day the man is bringing wine and things to your house, the man gets to know that you have. That is evil. That is bad. You don't do that.
When the man visits the lady,
That
and
is
the child
deception.
came there.
That is you don't do that. That's one you don't do. But Patrick Ekedia, who level dia, send your more tremor. But when it's getting serious and is leading to marriage, then you sit the person down. I need to get to know you. Where are you coming from? Mebusia mu ye nipa saying, otoso saying, will responsibility to ebusia ye day. Okay, me so me die me tosu du, me ma me di be du dwan because of me. Me ko school ni me new abrantie bi wu ye, but abrantie no kwa me ni baby owo. Inti me ba no wo me ma me nche. Then you know that you are the relationship is leading somewhere. But not when you meet somebody on the road and the person claims to love you when he knows next to nothing about you. You tell the person say, oh, sir, wafa who planned the dada. Or no bederi, no we are catch us akwala na woninti, no wejao, obwa. I hope you get my okay. Next question for me. Next question for me. Sue wants to get pregnant. Do you want baby boy or baby girl? Or twins? When ya uba wo ma wo. Michelle Kongu abraboso. Michelle Kongu abraboso. Sway. Oba wo ma. Opa myself for. Opa. The majority of your children will be female. Wo. Michelle Kong. Ope tu. Nyame ma 3. Ma 2. Bema ba. Emano so mutu nya se hajia. I prophesy like me so mama be do such a me sweet. You get just one male child. Niaka ni na be ma. Try it. Hey, uko twa ho pe oba wo ba. Omoto be se hajia. Write this date down. And you and I know why you have to give birth to female children, because you and I were there. The rest of them were in there. Yes, next question for me. I'm listening. No. Next question for me. Next question for me. Hey, Asa.
No more questions.
Can I ask a question? Any question for me, or I can ask my question? Any question for me, or I can ask a question? Okay. If you are dating somebody in church, like Sway is dating in church, and then everybody knows that you people are dating and you're about to get married, then you know that you get to know along the line, when you are almost ready to get married, that this lady or this guy has engaged in phone video sex with, like, there was nobody there, just him or just her, and has sent it to people, or people have it, and along the line they sometimes call to blackmail this person with. What will you do? You see, this person is not evil. This person comes to church. You don't even know whether it was by mistake or by intention, but maybe it happened like 5 years ago. Until now, people still blackmail this person with this video he did of himself or she did of herself. It's not gone viral. So many people haven't seen it, but a few who have been with this person has seen it. And you are deciding to get married to this person, and you chance on this video. What will you do? Is it a difficult question? What will you do? Who will open the floor? Okay, Paul. Like you and Rafi. The way everybody knows you and Rafi.
I already have a mic. Okay. Mommy, as for me, first of all, I would discuss it with my partner and let the person know that I know that there is a video going on somewhere, and I'm going to ask how this thing happened. So, and I'm going to ask the person, what does she think about it? I have to touch you. And actually, you say that she did the video in the past, and okay, let's say she's coming to church, or she has changed or something like that. As for me, I don't think that the video is going to affect me the way people think, or I don't think that this video is going to affect the fact that I've decided to marry the person because she has did something, let's say, bad in the past. As for me, I will continue where I have to go, and that's a mistake. So,
but the person even doesn't want to talk about it. You've seen it, fine, but I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, we have to talk about it, mommy.
The person doesn't want to talk about it. It's in my past, so I don't want to. If I open it up, it will hurt me too much, so I don't want to talk about it. What will you do?
I'll let it go.
You let it go, you won't talk about it.
Yeah.
But you still marry the person?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
First of all, it's in the past, like my guy said. But you guys need to talk about it, because to the guy, he may not be satisfied with what you say it's in my past. At least you need to be open to the guy as the lady, and then let the guy know that these were some of the bad things you used to do in the past, and you have now changed from it. And
it's not that she used to, she just did it once.
Oh, okay. So it was something. For the guy to believe, you would have to at least speak to the guy to understand. And probably the guy would have known the lady who he's about to get married to by now, to know that say it was once she did it. So definitely, you talking about it will free you up and all the things that you have in mind about the lady before you get married. So I think.
So what do you do to the
blackmailer? The possible person. A possible person that the lady will be so much disturbed, getting the blackmailer to always continue blackmailing is the partner that So once the guy gets to know.
You see, the blackmailer is not concerned about who you are going to marry. The blackmailer is telling you that if you don't satisfy me, my sexual desires, I will let this thing go viral. Everybody will get to know this. So what do you, the partner who is still ready to hold on to the relationship, how do you deal with the other party? Yes, who would want to say something? It's a serious issue, but it's a real story. Yes.
For me, with the blackmailer, I think that's when I'll make good use of the gun I'm going to buy.
Gun? We are not showing movie. Why are married men popping into our service like that? We are not doing movie.
Oh, okay, I know.
We are not acting. Michael is not holding any brush.
That's what is in my mind.
And we are not doing Transformers or transformation here.
Mommy, that's what is in my mind.
Okay, I'm listening. You choose the person. Nigerian movie. I hear.
Oh, this is a Ghanaian movie.
Kumawood, I hear. Yes, I'm listening.
In my case, I think I would just tell the blackmailer to do whatever he wants to do, and I would be with the woman, because I believe that we all made mistakes in the past, and if she made a mistake, and for that reason she's been blackmailed now, fine. If her stuff is posted out, after a while it will just while away, and life goes on.
And you really think you can stand it?
Yes. If I'm going to pay this blackmailer, how many years will I be paying? He would keep on asking. Well, the blackmailer actually wants to sleep with the person.
But hey, that is easier. Isn't that
what
easier?
Shows that he won't want it again and
again?
Just
and once.
Again. No. There's nothing.
Just once and then.
I would never agree on that.
You never agree on that. So it should go viral.
Yeah.
No, be unshare.
Yeah.
Nyanipa ba ko be hwe the whole. Hey. You sure?
All shall pass.
And your heart will be at peace.
All shall pass.
Really? I know be account. You see, I've come to realize that with things like this, sometimes the women handle it better than the men. To me, if it happened to a guy, it's easier for a woman to hang on to the guy. But if it happens to a woman, yes, who else wants to say something? If we start with a table, and the first one we write, I'm a jealous God. The next one is, I'm a jealous man. Men's jealousy are more than women. Women just talk. Yes, who wants to say something? Rafi? Okay.
For the blackmailer, I will ignore it.
For you in particular, you ignore it. Hey.
Because I don't know, even if I say, let's say I call him or I talk to the person to say that do whatever you want to. The choice is for him. It's not for me.
The choice is for the person you are dating.
I don't get anything to talk to the blackmailer.
Eh? I'm listening to you.
I don't get anything to talk to him. So if he wants to put it
if
back,
she
wants to put it back, she can do it.
You sure? Eh. You people are talking like it's so simple.
I'm facing in one way.
Eh? You are facing some. Hey. And you are talking as if it's so easy. You don't even want to see the person who is doing that. You wouldn't want to see the kind of person he or she is.
I may want to know the person, like seeing the face of the person, but it doesn't bring.
And you get to know that she's some fine girl, B.
It's mine. So if
and then at night you are calling and he's on the phone. He's not picking. Will he think whether he's talking to the blackmailer or he's talking to somebody else?
But, Mommy, I have to trust my partner. So if I don't start now, when am I going to start?
Really?
Yes.
So you trust no matter what. But you asked who he was talking to at 12 midnight when you were trying to call him. Is that trust?
I have to ask.
That one you have to ask. That one is that trust.
Wait, I'm just asking who we're talking to at that
So
time.
if you get to know that it's the blackmailer.
It's because we have rules.
If you get to know that it's the blackmailer, what will you do?
Oh, nothing.
Hey.
Just wanted to know what they were talking about. That's all.
And the way you are talking like this, that's how. Paul, I just want to know what you are talking about. That's all. You behave like that. Oh, you can't. I just want to know what you are talking about. Paul, is it true? It's true. Who are you talking to at all? That's all. Then he will say with the blackmailer, what are you talking about? He said she said she wants money. Oh, okay. Then you leave it out. You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything again. You didn't pick the phone and call the person. You didn't do anything of that sort. But I thought you trust. That's trust question. That's trust. That's a question why. You can have your seat. Yes, who else? Michael.
For me, what I believe is there's a difference between seeing and touching. If the
Well, for your acting movie, you see the scene and action and anyway.
Seeing and touching.
Touching.
Yes.
Ah.
If he he sends the video out and for people to see and all that.
And they haven't touched.
I don't mind because they've not touched.
Ah.
If you see, you've not.
Ah.
So there's no problem to
Really?
that. So, yeah, mommy. He can do whatever he wants. At least.
You can see and you don't
you
touch.
feel, but you are just hurting yourself by feeling.
You are just hurting yourself
So
by feeling.
That's all.
Ah.
So, mommy, I don't mind.
Hey.
I don't mind. Yeah.
Wouldn't you wonder how the blackmailer got the video?
How he got it, that is in the past of the girl.
Ah.
So everybody makes mistakes.
Really?
Tiffany, the Amanda, how far they say?
How much are you for? Yes. Who else? Yes, Fifi.
Testing mic 1 2 1 2.
Mommy, for me, I think I'll leave. I'll let her go.
You let her go?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because let me give one example. People arrange for marriage, and even a day before the marriage, one person calls, "I'm not ready," and everything is over. Good. I might say that, so far as I wouldn't agree for the blackmailer to sleep with her, I'm cool about it. It should go viral. Fine. But then, I wouldn't be able to handle the critics that will come. Because you said that they were church folks, right? Yes. Maybe, okay, let me use myself as an example. Maybe I'm a minister. And I perform at church. People know me very well.
Mm-hmm.
And people will begin to raise critics. Minister Pa.
Minister Fifi.
Yes, Minister Fifi.
Oh, Minister Fifi girl no way video no.
Yes. Mommy, I want to be frank here. I wouldn't be able to handle that critics. So, Pam no, Cham no. Just go. And interested, maybe I didn't love you or something else.
But you can't handle
I can't handle that critics. So just let's go away. That's all.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Any last thing from there? So, Hodi, you can you bet to me as one and you to me so. Everybody and their capacity. Yeah, the cement go from her. Obi be so half, Obi be so 1 spoon, Obi be so 2 cement bags, Obi be so 10. As soon you be able to me as well. Oh, there are so be so 10 bags, so cause you will die prematurely. Yes. Any other? Then we continue from there. Any other? Okay. My next question. Does trust question why? We say that, oh, I'm going out with somebody and I trust the person and stuff like that. But why do we have to check the person's phone, check why the person was talking to this, why the person was going here, and we don't just let it slide? Does trust question why? Who will help me out? You are going out with somebody. You are going out with Bene, and you claim that you trust Bene, but every day after church for the past 3 weeks, you see Bene with Clement standing on the veranda and talking for 2 hours. Does trust question why? Will you go to her and say, why is it that every time you are with, why? What has he done? What is about him? Is it the beard? See my own. God's way. You see my own.
It will question why.
Does trust question why?
It will question why.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. And other times too, it wouldn't question why.
I don't understand. Expansion.
Yes. Where it will question why is, you see, some time ago we were learning something over here. And what we're learning, is you meet a lady one day, one night stand, then you are done. You see that the moment I see Sway with that same lady, goes back to the instance I got her. So that instance, you question why. The trust that you have for the lady will be questionable. Because and this time I got it on the first instant. This time continue. They be no need after church. So definitely there will be some questions to answer. And then the moment it does not question why is how possibly I got the lady and how things panned up till the time we got we got into serious relationship. And possibly it may also depend on the level at which your relationship is. If you are just 2 or 3 months relationship whereby you may possibly not know yourself very well, you ask certain questions. But what do baby a obani catch also jina traffic light na se obeko no jina traffic light na se okase mada on paso obeko no ada on paso okase mehye ma mi dem mu obeko no ohye ne ma mi dem mu a wherever she tells you she is, sometimes you get there and she's there. Whatever she says she's doing, sometimes she is actually doing that same thing when you get there. Even knowingly or knowing that you are coming around, then you wouldn't question why.
Okay, a question for you, hold on. So questioning where somebody is that trust? Is there a way you can just let the person be without questioning?
No, that was one of the instances, the examples I made. You understand?
So I'm coming. Your trust was built up because okaso oshene ma me dem a obeko no ohye ho. Okaso ojina traffic light a obeko no ho. So initially, was that what was going to give you confirmation or make you trust this person?
The mekono ohye ho ne there, it was one of the instances I was using as an example. But you see, there are even some ladies, you call them on phone, they say, I am here. By the time you get there, Oniho. And now I say, Osime waha, oh, Ubeche waha, Ubeko no niho. She's not there. It's her actions are questionable. Even her actions itself. How much more to trust her? Obeka chose Ofi. Then just some minutes, you see her pass by in someone's car. You get it. So that's.
Okay, next question for me. Like somebody who told me he was going to the north. I called the person around 10 something. He said, I'm in a car. In an hour's time, I'll get to the north. The following day, I saw the person at my junction. And I asked the person, last night, I thought you were en route to the north. He said, I was in the car when I almost got to my village. Then they called me that my uncle was sick, so I returned. And I don't know where he got a car from because I know his village cars come just once in a week.
So this person, next time.
Sometimes the trust, is it us or it is the person? Sit down.
Is it?
Yes. Who wants to take the floor? Does trust question why? And sometimes the trust, is it that we don't trust ourselves? Or we don't trust the people who are coming? Is it we who have an issue with trust? Or the people who are coming are the ones that have issues with trust? Does trust question why? Yes. Who wants to talk?
Mommy, from my experience, I've learned not to trust people.
You just don't trust people?
I've learned not to trust people. Understand? Because the person say this, I don't know, the person acts another thing else. Yeah, and so maybe the person can end my trust, but for me personally, I've learned not to trust people. I'll be, if I trust you, it will take time.
You'll be what?
It will take time. Like maybe you can end my trust, but for me to trust you instantly, for that one, I doubt. Yes.
So it's difficult for you to trust.
Yes.
But do you trust yourself?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Next question. Next person. Who wants to take the stand? Does trust question why? Does trust question why?
Well, I believe that it depends on you and not the person. Because I believe before anybody goes like, it's hard to trust somebody, it's because of an experience the person has gone through. Nobody can just stand up one day and say it's hard for me to trust people. It always depends on what the person has encountered. So before you start asking and questioning where the person is, and I've seen you speak to this and I feel there's something, be honest to me or be open to me. I feel that it all depends on things the person has gone through in the past. And that's what influences how they trust people in their present. So I think it all depends on what you have gone through and what you have experienced.
What you have gone through and what you have experienced.
Yes.
So you start life with trust beaming very high.
Until it's
as
broken.
you go through life, it starts dropping. Like Abby's own is at 0 now.
Minus.
Or -1. And so his own is what? Hanging. Or beeping for more fuel.
He did somewhere.
I've come to realize with most people that a lot of people have issues with trust. Sometimes it might look as if they don't trust anybody that comes into their life. But the underlying factor is that they don't trust themselves. Can I continue? You see, some of you have a certain mindset. There are some of you that, I don't know, it might be a movie, it might be the family you come from, it might be an experience, it might be what you hear. But I know a married woman, a young woman who got married in. Just like 2 weeks into her marriage, the husband went out, and around 11, the husband was not home. He was calling the man and the man wasn't picking. Then she called me crying. And I said, oh, don't worry, this guy will come home. No, mommy, no. I suspect him. And I said, what do you suspect? You just got married. She said, all married men are cheats. Then I said, pause. What did you just say? She said, all married men are cheats. And I said, hold it. What did you just say? She said, yes. Married men will always cheat on they are cheats. You cannot trust any of them. And I said, listen, the problem is not the married men. The problem is you. Because you have been with 1,001 married men, you came into the marriage with a perception that this man that I'm with would definitely leave me and go and sleep with somebody. So who has the problem? Oh? Who has the problem? You see, sometimes the kind of mindset that we have, we end up showing it in the way sometimes we behave. And we allow certain good things to sway. If you love somebody, allow the person to be. If you don't allow the person to be, you will never know the person's true character. Did I confuse somebody? Abby, are you okay? Are you here? Oh, yeah. You might have had bad experiences here and there. But you see, sometimes your mindset of generalizing that every married man is a cheat becomes problematic. And that's why so many guys are flirting and so many women are playing the buffoon and they are not getting married. And if you start doing that, you might end up having somebody who will pretend so much and show you when they get married to you. Because you always look out for a particular type. You feel everybody is some way. Everybody is a cheat. Everybody is this. So as a guy, you start dating a woman. Then you call 6 a.m. Where are you? I'm in the house. By the time she steps out of the gate, you are standing there. The following day, you call 4 a.m. Where are you? I'm in a trotro. Who is sitting by you? Is the person wearing a blue shirt? Yes. Okay, I'm in the next trotro following you. Then you see, when you keep on doing that, under normal circumstance, a normal human being will be backed by some of these things. Then everywhere I go here, why? And sometimes some of these people, you see the person talking to Clement and you start complaining. There is nothing between Clement and I. He's just my friend. He's always been my friend. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm giving you, if you can't stop talking to him, then we'll break up. Some of you, I don't know what has happened to you that you just issue threats when you're in a relationship. If you don't stop talking, that's the end of us. This relationship is over. Who said the person wants to be with you? You see, so as you continue doing that, then you come across a person who is a good corn artist and can read your game. Let me tell you something. A woman who is desperate for marriage can easily read a man's game. And a man who is a player can easily read a woman's game. So this young woman gets to know that, okay, or you'll be a offra. Or baby say, where are you? What are you doing? So you get to this woman, and now this woman will even give you her phone. Take and write you a list of what she did in a day. Take my phone. This person is called, oh, this one is my cousin from school. Take. So gradually over 6-7 months, you start gaining a level of trust and becoming so comfortable around this person. And you decide to marry this person. Just for you to marry and realize that you've been living a lie. Because you couldn't allow this person to be, for you to see the real nature of this person. I got one of my girls calling me and saying that she's going out with somebody, and a friend has been calling this guy, always calling and begging and all this, and she was, I'm going to caution the guy, be careful, you shouldn't be allowing female friends to be and I said, no, don't you dare. She said, mommy, you don't understand. I said, listen, I understand. If the guy is a player, let your friend who you think is not good keep on putting pressure on this guy. If he breaks, then you know that the person you are going to marry can't be trusted. But if you go and fight this guy will not be talking to your friend again. That is what you might think. They will talk at a time that you do not know and do things you might never know. By the time you wake up, it will be too late. So allow the guy to be. Let him do what he wants to do. Let him take your friend out. Let them meet at places. For now, he has no bad intention. So when they go, he comes to tell you that, oh, this is what this person called me. Oh, your friend said this. Your friend gave me this to give to you and stuff. Let him continue doing it. Immediately you start talking and getting angry, you shut him up. Then she kept quiet. I said, listen, you meet somebody, you don't even know whether this person is a player or for real. Then you start complaining and questioning things. Open your eyes rather than opening your mouth. Did I confuse somebody? Some of you, your mouth go too fast. Instead of opening your eyes to observe. So you have snakes creeping into your life here and there. Because you just talk and make too much noise. So when serpents are creeping into your life, you do not realize. Because their hissing can sway you. Just say you won't even hear because you talk too much. Did I confuse somebody? Trust is a very delicate issue. And if you don't deal with trust whilst you are still single, it will be very difficult to handle trust when you are married. So 1,001 people marry and leave their marriages. Not because of anything, but because of a simple thing, trust. They just can't handle things. They just question everything that happens. So very soon, they'll be dying because they just can't trust the people they are with. But if as a young person dating somebody, you can open your eyes and allow things to slide and allow things to just work out the way it wants to and allow people to be, gradually you master your courage and know who to be with and who not to be with. Let's learn to close our mouth and observe. Are we okay? Let's learn to close our mouth. You are going out to the guy, you've seen certain things you are not so comfortable. You feel the person is doing, and then you start. I knew you were a devil's incarnate. Hey. I knew the moment I saw you, I knew I just couldn't trust you. You might be judging wrongly. You might be judging wrongly. You might be right. But if you had waited a while and observed things, you might have a clearer picture than jumping to conclusions. And if you don't learn that now, you end up breaking your home. There are so many men and women who have broken their home because they didn't have the ability to observe. All they did was that if they feel, then they open their mouth and they talk. I suspect you are sleeping with this, just like that. Some of you even do that and you tell them, if you are with a player and you tell him that, and I suspect you are sleeping with Benedicta, you are telling him that Benedicta too is nice. So you see the two of us, same level, so you can try Benedicta. So very soon, you would have directed him to somebody he wasn't even looking at. And that is what we do. And the way you are looking at this girl in church, I suspect you that you are starting to develop interest. Who said? Why your mouth? You just open and you talk. You don't have the patience to wait and watch. The same way you don't have the patience to wait and observe women before you propose. You don't have the patience to observe before you take your next move. And it's costing you more. Did I confuse somebody? Let's learn to observe before we open our mouth to talk. Trust is something that when it's broken, you can easily gain trust for somebody. Who believes that? It's easy to gain trust. Or you don't think so? You don't think so? It's easy to gain trust. It's very easy. If I come here and Clement, I put my purse here and go inside and come back and I check and my money is intact. Tomorrow I do it. The third day I do it. At a point I have trust for you that I can leave my bag here with $1,000 in it and you will not steal it. That is trust that has been easily gained. Abby, you don't have to do anything. The fact that you didn't take anything from my purse, I've gained trust for you. Right? But continue doing that for 1,000 days. And then one day, by the time I come, you would have taken chewing gum from my bag and eaten it, and the money is still there. I'll start questioning you. You have broken a certain level of trust and protocol. Now I'll become cautious with you. Did you get what I just said? So trust is very easy to have. It's very easy. It's very easy. But when somebody breaks your trust, it's very difficult to build it back. And some of us, our trust have been broken. So we are beeping at zero. So it's difficult to bring anybody in. But if you can't allow somebody be to observe the person, you will never have the ability to trust. Let's learn to trust ourselves that we are beautiful, we are handsome, we are okay. Stop putting fertilizer. I even want to manufacture some. So, I hear now they put fertilizer here. That's what, Abby, do you know? Or you are part of them? I hear you girls, that's what now you want to. Men with hair over here. Then when you are talking to them, then the ladies will be putting their hair. You see the way Sway is growing his own. Have you seen Fifi's own? I see it. Yeah. Your friend is saying, I don't know how I'm going to finish it. Ahin, you see Ahin's own. It's coming. Grant, where Finipem? Waka, you don't have. Now they are putting fertilizer. They say 100 Ghana and 150 Ghana. So I want to make the China version and sell it for 50 Ghana cedis. They say they put fertilizer here so that it will grow. Abiswe, saying, 150. You bought some. Now try and boom. Yes, separate. Quarter fertilizer. I hear now that's what the women want. Then you do the sakura and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what brings the trust or brings the love. So those who don't have Paul, God, I will pray for Rafi. She has done well to accept you without plenty. You're okay like that. You don't like it? Share. You know how people, and I've realized that now they say pink lips be. So where is that one to coming from? A man lips pink. Oh. Which one is that? And I've been seeing cream. They say cream, they put 3 days and then your lips will be pink. Why? Is there something special about a guy having pink lips? Benedicta, do you like some? Oh, yeah, sure. Who likes pink lips here? Wendy, I suspect you. Wendy, you are part. Rafi, yeah. Hey, you like the natural one? Yeah. Why is pink? Is the pink like this? Done. You see, I wish that having all the hair and all the pink lips breeds trust or breeds more love. But I don't think all those things do anything. They don't do anything to a relationship. They might enhance it because you feel attracted to the person. But that is where it ends. There is more to life than beard and pink lips. And the ladies too, buttocks and whatever it is, legs and eyes. Now they are doing everything. Sometimes I see things in my heart. People's makeup, and they can just transform within a twinkle of an eye. And you just say you do. And sometimes the makeup can let 6 girls look the same. You see, the bride and the bridesmaids are all the same. You don't even see the difference. I don't know why. Those things don't make us. Let's learn to build inner qualities. Let's learn to build our trust. Let's learn to love ourselves. Let's learn to be true to ourselves. Then we can bring somebody on board. If you don't work on ourselves, anybody that comes will end up making a mess out of us. And we will not be able to enter into any other relationship. Is everybody okay? Let me take 2 questions and then we are out of here. 2 questions for me. Then you are dating somebody, when you get angry, no, I hate you. I hate you. Hey, which one is that?
Please, Mommy, will you say that it's bad to easily trust people?
It's what?
Bad.
It's not bad. But under normal circumstance, everybody should be courteous at a certain point. You meet somebody today, you trust the person to a certain level. You don't take the person to your bedroom when you don't know the person so well. I have people that work for me. One is a Rastafarian. Rastafari. Good. You know those people, they are very principled. You know that. If he tells you that 6 o'clock, he'll make sure it's 6 o'clock. Okay. The first day I met this person and his Rasta and his Ragamuffin dressing, his work is good. I trust him when it comes to my work. But that doesn't mean I should bring him to my house and let him sit in my sitting room. Did you just get me? Good. So he can do all the work he has to do for me. But I'll meet him at my junction, give him his money, and collect my stuff. That is the level of trust I have for him. That if I give him things to produce, he will do it accurately and bring them to me. And he trusts me that I'll pay him when he comes. But I don't go to the next level that I meet you one day and the following day you are in my sitting room. No. You might be good with your work, but maybe I cannot trust you with my house. If I can even trust you with my house, maybe your friend is a thief. The next day you might bring your friend. So it might not be you, it might be your friend. So trust is something that needs to be built. You don't rush trust. You don't rush it. Some people rush it. You meet a guy today and you trust him so much that he doesn't have 8. So you sleep with him. That is foolishness. I hope I've answered your question. Okay. Next question for me. And then we are done. Daniels, are you here? Well, you are tired, eh? Oh, sorry. Next question for me, and then we can go. Does trust do what? It can. That will be difficult. If you don't deal with that, it will not end in anything. A lot of people have trust issues, and that's what makes them lose their relationship. No matter how you try, they will not believe it. They always have something they are doubting or something they are suspecting. So they have to deal with themselves. It's not about you, it's about them. Trust issues is not about you, it's about them. But people like that will always make it feel as if it's you. It's not you, it's them. Because you can prove everything, they will still have a question somewhere. It's them. I hope I've answered it. Any other question for me? Yes, Michael.
Mommy, but what I believe is, as human beings, we are not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, with what you are saying, how I understood it, that means there can be a situation where I will trust my partner fully. I don't know if I'm right.
I'm listening. You see, there can be a situation where you can go to sleep and your partner is not home 2 a.m. and you will not think that the person is sleeping with somebody. But then it becomes a problem when your partner is not home at 6 p.m. and you think that at this time, I say, Adia saying, she's or she'll be them because in Suyemuna. That is a problem. But you can trust, you can gain trust to the level that if even the person is not home at 2 a.m., you don't suspect that the person is sleeping with somebody. And sometimes that's our issue. You are going out with somebody and you don't hear from the person for like 2-3 hours. And you suspect something negative. Hey. And now when you're beautiful. Hey. Or the last time that I saw Benedicta talking to him, he's now interested in Benedicta. He would have called me by now. Why is it that he hasn't called? Or he's in somebody. Let me call him. The worst thing is that when you call and the person doesn't pick, then your heart, ready. Worse. Then you do video call, the person doesn't pick. You do WhatsApp call, the person, hey, then you start calling the people around the. Why are you giving yourself BP? Do you get what I'm trying to say? You can gain trust to a level that you can go to sleep when your partner is not with you. That is gaining trust.
But we can never be perfect.
Nobody can be perfect. But you can go to sleep when you see, Michael, if you are especially women, I've seen married women who are with men and they know that they are players. But if they are not home, they still sleep. At least he trusts that he will sleep with you, but he will not get you pregnant. Or he can sleep with 1,001 women, but he will still come back home. That is the level of trust. He's messing up, but I still trust that. Obeba. I don't know this, but somebody told me that there's this lawyer Ampao or something, Maurice Ampao, or Wayirepa, but Upe March and Ebetuatu. But he's told everybody that I can go with you, but when I come back, my wife is my wife. You think the wife doesn't sleep? So at a certain level, it's not that the person is perfect, but you can go to sleep on certain issues. Eh? Did you just get me? Or some of you don't get me on trust? Your heart is shaking. No, that nobody is perfect. Then nobody is perfect. Sometimes the ones we think are so perfect are the ones that disappoint the most. But at least you can go to sleep on certain issues.
How can I go to sleep when I know my wife is a cheat?
How did you entertain a cheat and marry a cheat into your house? Did you see or you did not see?
human beings can change.
Human beings don't change. Let me tell you something. I always tell people this. When you go to the market, you see so many things displayed. Tomatoes, ube who said to us 10. You decide which one you want to buy. When you buy it home, that is what you bargained for and brought home. So you have to live with it. Sometimes who said go me womb, but you still buy it. Sometimes we see it before we marry the people, but you have entertained it into your bosom and taken it home. So you live with it. Then you start developing another level of trust that you have brought gogomi home. But African gogomi is not harmful. So you blend the gogomi plus the tomatoes and eat. Did I confuse you? Such is life. So we always see most people that are married, I tell them, hey, before you marry this man, whatever it is he's doing now, he did it when you were dating. But you decided to ignore, thinking that you are going to marry a baby and change the person. The only man that can be changed is the one in Pampers. Size 4 or size 5. That one or past size 5 now it becomes difficult. That is the man you can change. But don't tell me that I see somebody like Sway in the blue shirt and the spectacles sitting there, and I'm saying that as for this guy, if I marry him, I'll change him. Change him to what? Hey, opa. He will wear spectacles. But for a moment, he will wear contact lens, but for a moment. But give him time. He will tell you that he wore spectacles from class 1 till now that you met him and you guys got married. It is not now that you are going to allow him to force the spectacle to come out of his whatever it is and flash. No. He will definitely go back to it. Whether you like it or not. Maybe he can change the frame and make it more attractive. But the spectacles there, Obeshe. I'm talking in parables, if you understand me. So there are certain things you see, but we intentionally ignore. If you continue ignoring someone, that's why you have to open your eyes and talk less when you are dating somebody. If you decide to ignore them, the consequences lie ahead of you. I hope I've made sense today. Okay. God's way. Shall we please be on our feet? God's way, come and close us. Happy birthday, Grant. How are we celebrating the birthday today? We just decided to visit. We miss you, Pa. Where's your wife?
Shall we pray? Our Lord and Master Jesus, we thank you for today. We thank you for leading us and taking us through this service. We thank you for teaching us and leading us through what we must and must not do. Lord, as we go home, protect us and take us home safely. That at the end of the day, we'll give you glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
pray on some, but most of I want you to believe in yourself and believe in what God can use you for, instead of believing in something which is mystical. Can I hear an amen? Let's close our eyes and pray. I want you to thank God and tell God that today, speak to me. Speak to me. Speak to me. Speak to me. Speak to me, Jesus. Order my steps, Jesus. Yeah, lift it up a little bit for me. Just lift up worship wherever you are. Famakoma Mahuntiu Mahu Meniswa Mami Hu Minsa Mano Mikra Mawazi Majin Mizin Niminjum Jiwaye Meje Kamakuma Nimini Peja Jiwaye Meje Oba Sum Sum Krom Beji Waye. Can't give the Lord a mighty clap of praise. How many of you were here on Friday for the all-night Feast of Miracle? Did you enjoy yourself? Hallelujah. I still feel like we should continue it today anyway. Amen. I wish we can continue. We will pray for that one. I wish we can create that same or better, raise the from 120 volts to 240 volts, so that we can experience more of God. You know, when you experience more of God, you become less worried about your environment. And that is what makes you enter into what I call the eternity, where whatever could have taken you years now becomes so possible, and somebody doesn't understand, because the realm at which you are speaking from is not the same realm he is talking from. And most often we allow people to decide for us because we want to operate